Ladies and gentlemen, the strategy of Babu Owino is to get the Mount Kenya support within the Nairobi gubernatorial race. And according to the way things are, he only needs to convince Rigathi Gachagua. But the fact remains, he already has the people. The people of Mount Kenya, most of them in Nairobi, are even standing with Babu Owino. There's a possibility that Rigathi Gachagua can bring on board a Mount Kenya gubernatorial race aspirant. Can be Gakuya or someone. But the fact is, as we speak today, Babu Owino has a strategy to get the Mount Kenya support within the Nairobi region. And that is one of the deadly tactics that can be able to ensure that Babu Owino, he wins the Nairobi gubernatorial race. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what are some of these things that Babu Owino has done to have the people of Mount Kenya supporting him? That is going to form the basis of this analysis here. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, kindly take a second or two to subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, without much wasting of time, let me delve into this topic. Babu Owino is saying that the Mount Kenya people are not tribal. And that is one of the strongest sentiments that a Luo leader can make in relation to the Mount Kenya people. Why? Right now, if there are people who are right now saying that the Mount Kenya people are tribal, it is the people who are allied to William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga. In not one, but in several occasions, they have said that most of the roads that are being made in the country are from the Mount Kenya region. That the Mount Kenya people, they are the only ones who want to be in leadership. That the Mount Kenya people, even the issues to do with budget where they sit in parliament and decide how they are distributed across, they still blame the Mount Kenya people. Ladies and gentlemen, even after Raila Amolo Odinga was supported by Mount Kenya by being given almost 1 million plus votes, still they are blaming the Mount Kenya people. So Babu Owino came out and gave examples that Baba was supported by the Mount Kenya people given 1.3 million votes plus. Yet he's from the Luo Nyanza. Number two, they have also said, actually he also gave an example and said that Mike Mbuvi Sonko was voted by the Mount Kenya people. William Ruto was voted in by the Mount Kenya people. Kidero was voted in by the Mount Kenya people. All these are not Kikuyus. They are from different tribes. He even gave an example of himself that he was not voted in by only Luos within the Mbakasi. He was majorly voted in by the Mount Kenya people. A clear indication that the Mount Kenya people are not tribal. Babu Owino got that 100%. Very good examples and very good articulation. Ladies and gentlemen, Babu Owino actually, even his relationship started before, where he had a wife who is from the mountain region. That trust to have a Mount Kenya person close to you and you're a politician, that is a tick. And I think some people might take it just lightly. But I'm telling you, even James Orengo is liked by the people of Mount Kenya. That is why he's even very careful in what he says. He not only just wakes up and talks about anything like Peter Kaluma does. He's very careful. So Babu Owino as well, he has a soft spot as far as the Mount Kenya people are concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure up to that point, he can get some significant amount of support from the Mount Kenya people. Because the tribal aspect is heavy. Now, another thing I want to talk about here, Babu Owino did not vote to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. He refused. When they were asked to vote for Rigathi Gachagua as the only people for him to be impeached, ladies and gentlemen, Babu Owino kept off. And he came out outright and said he did not see the reasons as to why to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. If it's the sentiments to do with the tribal aspect, most of the politicians in the government right now are tribal. So if it's impeachment, let them all be impeached. So that kind of an act of not participating in the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, first, not only did it create a good relationship between him and Rigathi Gachagua, but also it elevated his relationship between him and the people of Mount Kenya. In that when they needed someone to stand by their side, Babu Owino was there. And being a member of parliament in Nairobi, he's assured of the 4th term as a member of parliament, and is assured of a significant amount of support from the Mount Kenya people as far as the Nairobi gubernatorial race is concerned. And that was smart by Babu Owino to ensure he's always at the safer side of the political judgment. Very important. Ladies and gentlemen, after being elected by the people of Mount Kenya thrice, 2013, 2017, and 2022, we can categorically state it here that Babu Owino has created a good relationship with them. Starting from the bursaries that he gives, the support he gives across the people of Embakasi, the relationship he has created with them, where you find that they are sharing one-on-one, giving them jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, that kind of a relationship helps a lot when it comes to the campaigns. If one or two people comes out and convinces the family to support Babu Owino, and this person is from Mount Kenya, then that family listens. Already Babu Owino has, let's talk of 9 people on board. So if he supports thousands of them, he can get hundreds of thousands of people supporting him because of a few people within the Embakasi East who have good relationship with Babu Owino. Therefore, the relationship he has created with the people of Embakasi, it is going to elevate him immensely. Another thing that is good for him, it is the performance that he has had ever since he became a member of parliament, ever since 2013. He has been performing well, gradually. And right now, as we speak, is the top performing member of parliament, 2024, 25 financial year. That is a good sign, a very good one, especially when it comes to the people of Mount Kenya. In that, the people of Mount Kenya are very keen on a track record. And so long as you perform, they can support you back. The second thing is humility. So when they see those two things, they easily vote you in. So I strongly feel that Babu Owino has those two things that can enable him become the the gubernatorial race aspirant who will be immensely supported by the people of the Mount Kenya region. And I feel strongly that Babu Owino can get more votes even than the DCP candidate, if they front a DCP candidate, because of the relationship that he has created with Raja. And most importantly, track record. Because Sakaja is not failing just because he's tribal. He's failing because of track record. He has failed because he's actually hated because he's failed to perform in Nairobi. So the issue of track record matters a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, the other thing that Babu Owino is keen on doing is joining opposition. Joining opposition is very important. Because once you join opposition, then you are with the people of Nairobi. Right now, the people of Nairobi are crying right, left, and center because of the rest of the people in government, like now Sakaja and the others. So if you join opposition, you are joining them. And there's a clear indication that Babu Owino is in opposition as you speak. And that means Babu Owino is with the people. And on the ballot is going to get the favor of the people. Last but not least, Babu Owino, if he picks up the momentum of the one-term slogan, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be among the top leaders within the opposition who will be liked and supported by the people of Nairobi. I feel strongly that Babu Owino so far, he has created his own base that's going to project him to the 2027 gubernatorial race. He has stayed humble and he has stayed with the people. That is very important. Considering the Nairobi is also having so many youthful people, then we can also state it here that he has the support of the youths. Considering he's also not an old politician, he's also a youth politically. A clear indication that he has that soft spot that is going to attract most of the leaders, most of the support from the people of Nairobi, and actually even cutting across the entire country. I don't know what's your take on the comment section. Share with me on what you think about Babu Owino's strategies. See you next time.